Hello friends. Have you ever dreamed of having a pet? And not about a cat or a dog, but about something really unusual, maybe even exotic. In fact, many people around the world keep different animals at home. Can you imagine a pig sleeping on the couch or a buffalo in the middle of the kitchen? For some animal lovers, this is a usual routine. So make yourself comfortable and get ready to see the most unusual pets in the world. Let's get it on. Bear. Everyone knows that every Russian must have a pet bear.
Wow.
And a nuclear warhead, of course. Svetlana and Yuri Pantelenko have a bear named Stepan living with them. The couple took Stepan when he was only 3 months old, and soon, thanks to their love and care, the bear cub turned into a real family member. Now Stepan is 23 years old. He weighs 135 kilograms, and when he gets on his hind legs, he reaches 213 centimeters. The bear is so domesticated that he hugs his owners in the evenings while watching TV on the couch. The family even claims that Stepan helps them in the household. And if you want, you can even play ball with him like with some dog. A huge 2-meter tall dog, Yuri can easily knock the bear on the ground and, scratching his belly, begin to fight with him, while not being afraid that the animal will do him any harm, because Stepan is a real home pet and practically a member of the family. Snakes. Some people are terrified of snakes, and some, on the contrary, adore them so much that they even keep them in their houses, and not in terrariums either, occasionally getting them out to pet them. They bathe them, play with them, and even walk them. In general, they're like other, more familiar pets. Maybe not fluffy and not warm, and you can't scratch them behind the ear, but they are beautiful and a little mysterious. In addition, some snakes can live up to 30 years, which means they will keep company with their owner for a long time. Buffalo. Remember we promised to show you a buffalo in the middle of the kitchen? Well, here it is. In the city of Quinlan in Texas, a married couple has been living in a small house with 2 buffaloes for 8 years. According to the 63-year-old R.C. Bridges, he decided to have several buffalo pets after he was fired from his job. He had to settle small buffaloes right in the living room, and over time they began to respond to names, and generally behave as pets should. Although in 8 years, both buffaloes have gained a lot of weight, and today weigh 1.5 tons each. Because of this, they're quite difficult to control. The heavy animals constantly break dishes and chandeliers, but this doesn't prevent the owners from treating their pets with great tenderness. By the way, in addition to the media, the local sheriff visits the buffalo from time to time to make sure the animals feel well, and R.C. Bridges got himself in the Guinness Book of Records as the only person who managed to tame and grow such dangerous animals in his house. Capybara. A good, giant guinea pig. That's how you can describe a capybara. An unusual animal from South America. This is the largest rodent on the planet. Capybaras feel perfectly well in the wild, but they can be really cool pets. Judge for yourself. They are undemanding with food, don't show any aggression, get along with absolutely all animals, are calm and simply incredibly affectionate. Do you want to have a capybara? Well, you'll need a spacious house with a pond and some kind of garden that the animal can walk in. Yes, a reservoir is an indispensable condition, because in the wild nature, capybaras spend a lot of time in the water. By the way, these giant hamsters are very easy to tame, and can even perform various tricks. The only issue is that it's going to be quite hard to lift and hug this pet, as capybaras can reach 60 kilograms in weight. Sugar glider. These little cuties like to throw themselves into people's arms, but it's not really a pet, and don't look at its appearance, which seems too well groomed. Apparently Mother Nature likes these animals very much. Although the motherland of the flying glider is the harsh and wild Australia, they get quickly used to people, become affectionate and ready to jump on you if you call them. In addition, their fur doesn't need special care because these little animals are clean enough and can take care of themselves, but not everything is as easy as it seems. Sugar gliders are nocturnal animals, so if your pet starts barking around at 10 PM, don't be surprised. The beast is alert and ready to play. To calm the pet a little, usually the owners get it out of the cage and begin to communicate, but if you don't have time for this, you should get a friend for the pet, so that it wouldn't get bored. However, this doesn't mean that it would be quieter at night. Beware flying squirrels. Fennec fox. If you're not allowed to have a dog, but you still want to have a pet, try to get a fennec. Why not? This beast is no worse than a dog, and it's quite easy to train. However, you should always be alert when keeping this mini fox at home. Fennecs are predators, so it has sharp teeth, claws, and some wild instincts, of course. Like all night animals, the fox becomes active by the evening and can bring a lot of trouble to fans of a quiet lifestyle. In addition, fennecs, especially the babies, have an incredible amount of energy, which they want to share with their master. Hey, human! Hey, play with me! Otter. Surely you didn't expect to see a semi-aquatic forest animal in our list of pets. However, there are such brave souls ready to take the heavy responsibility of taking care of an otter. Why do we say heavy? Because, well, taking care of otters is not easy. Just imagine, the beast eats up to 1 kilogram of food a day, which is too much for normal people, and they need extra vitamins to supplement their diet. In addition, these shaggy animals are not adapted to living in an apartment, so they need a lot of space and fresh air. But if it all seems like little things, then a lovely otter is just for you. Alpaca. After capybaras and bison, alpacas don't seem particularly surprising, right? But this one has its own story. The owner of this alpaca named Chewy, the 15-year-old Australian boy Matt, always wanted a dog. But his mum said that dogs require a lot of time and attention, so he just decided to take an alpaca home. By the way, the guy saved the poor animal from the local meat processing plant, and they quickly became best friends. Actually, they're like brothers, they do everything together. Once, Chewy was the smallest of his brothers and sisters, but now he grew up and became a good helper. For example, he can spit on people who annoy him. According to the family of the alpaca, it's easier to take care of him than of a dog. By the way, Chewy even has his own Instagram account with 250,000 followers. You can see on the pictures that this alpaca is a member of the family. He walks around the house, plays with Matt, rides in the car, and walks the streets. Caracal. For those who are very fond of cats but would like to have something more exotic at home, a caracal is the perfect choice. These carnivorous mammals belong to the cat family, but look more like a lynx or a puma than a fluffy domestic kitten. Their height reaches 50 centimeters, and their ears have a pair of funny brushes. Apparently, many years ago, these large cats were even used instead of dogs for hunting, and therefore they're great for homekeeping. Caracals almost never get sick as well, and they're very loyal to their masters and really love children, although of course it is more difficult to raise them than ordinary cats. But in the end, this isn't surprising. It is a wild predator after all. Well, if all these arguments aren't enough, then listen to the sounds the caracals make. Listen and start saving money right now. Ring-tailed lemur. Would you like to have King Julian from Madagascar living in your house? Turns out that this isn't so difficult. Ring-tailed lemurs, the ones with the striped tail, feel great in apartments and houses. You only have to get a spacious cage for them. These friendly little animals quickly become attached to their masters and literally follow them everywhere, meowing and purring. In addition, lemurs have a calm character and they're neat and clean. You can safely release them from their cage as well, and they won't break the furniture or chew on your wires, or wash everything. They're not raccoons after all. And ring-tailed lemurs live at day, which means they won't disturb the rest of their masters. Oh, and you can put a funny crown on them. Sounds fantastic. Pigs. Mini pigs aren't surprising anymore. But what about a big pig? Although, when Steve Jenkins, a professional magician from Toronto, got this pig, he didn't even suspect what it would grow into. Not more than 30 kilograms, he supposed, because this is the usual weight for mini pigs. Well, looks like the pet has slightly exceeded it a little. Meet Esther. She weighs almost 300 kilograms now. Esther is the most ordinary pig, but still a surprisingly affectionate domestic pet. According to the owner, she likes to fight and play with toys, often comes for a hug and adores when he scratches her belly. Esther is very similar to a big, super smart dog. So smart that she learned to open closed doors and cabinets. Yes, friends, it's a pig. You heard it right. During the day, she sleeps on the couch, and at night, she lies on her own double bed. Is Esther the happiest pig in the world? Perhaps, yes. By the way, after she appeared in Steve's life, he became a vegetarian and now collects money to build a big farm for animals in need. Also, a turkey lives with him in another house, because Steve knows a lot about exotic pets. So friends, any animals, whether wild or domestic, are incredibly lovely creatures. Therefore, without many words, just give them the like they deserve. Amazing gadgets, upcoming technologies, incredible inventions, and other cool stuff related to high tech on TechZone. Subscribe, you won't regret it. The link is on the screen and in the description. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.